As the Emperor's spies told him, Serie had reached Novigrad, Tris Marigold.
Ok, direi che possiamo cominciare. Buonasera a tutti, sono Luca Racioppi e benvenuti in questa live di The Witcher Wild Hunt. Prima di cominciare vi ricordo di iscrivervi al canale, lasciare un like e attivare la campanellina degli avvisi per nuovi aggiornamenti su questo mio progetto. È la mia prima partita in assoluto a The Witcher Wild Hunt e ho piacere di giocarla insieme a voi che mi guardate. Spero che siate numerosi a visualizzarla. Come sempre vi ricordo che le live vanno dalle 18 fino alle 20. Dato che però oggi ho iniziato un po' più tardi a fare live per altri motivi personali, diciamo che durerà un po' di più, oltre le 20, facciamo 20, 20 e 15, 20 e 30 come scritto dal mio messaggio nei commenti. Oltre a questo spero che siano di vostro gradimento anche i miei vari progetti PS4 che ho già portato sul canale, la mia serie di Crash Bandicoot Enzo Trilogy Remake che sta continuando, che ormai è prossima a realizzarla, praticamente si sentiva solamente il mio audio in cui ho fatto praticamente una telecronaca. Detto questo, direi che possiamo cominciare. Prima di proseguire, faccio praticamente un riassunto della live scorsa, che, dato che comunque non si è visto niente, quindi è stata prendendo una telecronaca, non trovate su YouTube in quanto l'ho cancellata, in quanto inutile, visto che non si vedeva nulla. Diciamo che nella live scorsa ho praticamente trovato sia la madre che la moglie che la figlia del barone sanguinario. La moglie praticamente era quella nonna che si prendeva cura degli orfani in quell'orfanotrofio della palude, dove questa nonna era una servitrice delle streghe, delle meggere, e quindi era legato quindi a un vincolo, praticamente da un vincolo magico a loro. La figlia invece del barone era scappata a Oxenfurt, e poi si scoprì praticamente che il barone, la colpa in sé per sé era sia del barone che anche della moglie. La colpa era, diciamo, dentro del barone, perché comunque era sempre ubriaco, quindi picchiava la donna, ma la donna in tempi di guerra invece praticamente gli faceva, diciamo, le corna col suo migliore amico. Quindi da un lato si aveva un uomo violento e ubriaco, dall'altra parte si aveva una donna che comunque a causa di queste, comunque non è tanto una giustifica, però a causa di queste cose ha tradito il marito con l'uomo che poi che il barone ha massacrato. La figlia invece, vedendo tutte queste cose, poi ovviamente è scappata insieme alla madre, si sono state divise quando le megere hanno catturato la madre, e poi successivamente Geralt, dopo averle localizzate, la moglie la moglie nelle palude, la figlia in una delle città vicino a Novigrad, ha aiutato sia il barone, che ha detto la vera versione della storia, oltre che a rivelare le sue informazioni su Siri, che praticamente è stata salvata dal barone, come visto nelle live scorse. Ha salvato a sua volta il barone da un basilisco e le ha dato Siri, si è diretta a Novigrad, dove moglie, qualche missioncina secondaria, infatti sono anche salito ancora un po' di livello, ma alcune missioni ancora non le posso fare, alcune missioni si fanno solamente in multiple località che ancora non esploro, soprattutto Skellige, che ancora non posso andare, e direi di continuare con la missione principale. Nella missione principale, qui praticamente a Novigrad si stanno tenendo diciamo, i roghi alle maghe e alle streghe. Di conseguenza adesso dobbiamo diciamo, cercare Triss, che, che si trova a Novigrad, ovvero la città in cui mi trovo adesso. Triss, che è uno dei, diciamo, amori di Geralt, oltre che di Yennefer. Il gioco ovviamente, come diciamo, dico sempre, ha ispirato quella che è la serie TV dell'omonimo titolo su Netflix, serie che vede come protagonista Henry Cavill, alias Superman di Man of Steel, in Justice League, diciamo anche la sua piccola apparizione al finale di Shazam, e anche in Justice League. Detto questo, continuo il gioco, sto arrivando praticamente a casa di Triss, che dovrei incontrare, ma dubito che andrà così bene. La live sembra funzionare, sembra che si veda, nonostante un po' sia sgranato. Sto monitorando la live io stesso. Direi di farvi sparire o parlare. No, voglio parlare.
Not here for the loot. Interested in the sorceress who lived here.
We're supposed to believe that.
Yeah.
Most likely hiding in some rat trap with the rest of them.
Who's she hiding from?
Temple guards cracking down. All mages are fair game. Yeah, they round them up like rats.
Someone's gotta know more.
I'd look for her in the putrid grove.
Putrid Grove. Interesting, as names go.
A hive of scum and freakery if there ever was one. No decent folk show their hides there.
That why you think I should look for my friend there?
I meant no offense.
Putrid Grove. Where is it?
I wouldn't know. Rumor has it, it's a place for freaks and oddities. You'd fit in well there.
Maybe. Thing is, gotta know how to get there.
They say you've got to get there through the sewers, but you've got to enter them outside of town. Few know where exactly, though.
Ask a beggar. Or spot yourself a thief. Follow him. Beggars and thieves got to pay tribute to the king of beggars. Word is, they do it in the grove.
Mean to say the local beggars have a king? Crown, scepter, and all that?
Wouldn't scoff, mate. King of beggars, it's a moniker. Yeah, for a man who everyone in Novigrad respects deeply.
And watch yourself. Menger himself don't even go to the grove.
Someone called for me. Wonder why.
It's Menger.
Temple guards.
Thieving vermin to the confession chamber.
What, but sir, what's the offence? This is some sorcerer's bitchy shop.
Think that gives you the right to steal her property?
Well, sorcerers, mages of all types are outlaws.
But by law, the temple guard takes possession of their belongings, and the rule of law still holds in Novigrad. You know a bat can sniff out a moth a mile away.
Got nothing to do with their sense of smell. It's about their hearing.
Well, well. A man knows his bats. Here I thought you only cared about monsters. And as bats sense moths, so I sense freaks. And start by warning them. Novigrad's no place for your kind.
Heard Novigrad was no place for mages. Now you're telling me it's no place for witchers. So who's it a place for?
Righteous folk professing the one true faith in the eternal fire. Nothing I can do to you now, but just know that I know you're here. One misstep, one error, you'll make a mistake, it's inevitable. I'll be the first to learn of it, and when I do, it'll be standard procedure. Like for every magic oddity who dares taint this city's air. Be seeing you.
Ce la stiamo facendo addosso. Ma tutto questo... Triss dov'è? Ho molteplici obiettivi. Questa deve essere la casa di Triss. Vediamo un po' che c'è. Sì, vabbè, molto interessante. Non penso che si vada con vampiri. Sappiamo tutto.
Airbrush. Only ever known Triss to use one like this. Herbs, roots. Triss turned to healing.
Seguire se tracce sarebbe una buona idea, ma anche no. Vediamo se c'è qualcos'altro qua.
Amulets are emanating magic. Gotta be Triss's. She was allergic to potions.
Ironico, una maga allergica alle pozioni. Quando se Triss qua non ci torna, dubito che...
The Rose of Remembrance. All dried up.
Non se ne ricordo, magari mi servirà più avanti. Questo già l'ho letto. Vediamo questo che dice. È un corpetto.
Triss's. Never knew her to drop him on the floor.
Comunque qua non dice nulla. Possiamo andarcene. Vediamo un po', tra le robe che hanno saccheggiato non ci sta nulla. Ok. O si seguono i ladri o si va al bosco putrido da questo re dei mendicanti o come si chiama.
Oh, deepest apologies, Governor.
Fetch some metal, you wretch. I've been robbed! Thief!
White one, take a gander over here.
Che devono fare? Tipo rapinarmi? A me no.
He sensed something. Gotta stay further back.
Però lui mi può aiutare.
Pickpocket!
Indietro magari così andrà meglio.
Arms for the poor.
You know the Ballad of Wanda, who stormed in Nilfgaard?
Vediamo un po' che succede. Non dovrei averlo perso, quindi
Be merciful. Give us a crown, eh? My mum's sick, and if I don't feed her, well, she's like to die of hunger.
All right, I'll give you some coin, but you gotta tell me where the Putrid Grove is.
I don't know that. Keep your coin. I don't know a thing. Move on. Be gone.
sai nulla, eh?
I've heard of you.
Crowds by here. Jeans like food bell.
Piacere. Spero di non averlo seminato, che non mi abbia seminato. Altrimenti dovremo passare al piano B con i mendicanti. Ma immagino che si siano scambiati. Però se l'indicatore mi fa seguire questo qua, io continuo a seguire.
Mutant!
Siamo al porto, nella zona un po' malfamata. Non è proprio una bella zona. La live sembra stia andando, quindi se va tutto bene, mi fa piacere.
What do you seek, pain giver?
Any needs, master?
Vediamo di non allontanarci. Ah, ok.
Officer, taking a rest from witch hunting. Greetings, Your Honor. Good to see you again.
Bring us the usual.
Of course. Keep this up and you'll earn yourselves a preferential
Devo
rate.
aspettare che...
Good, I enjoy shagging freaks. Three-titted wenches are banned in normal brothels.
No, sei andato un po' strano, non era la stessa persona che stavo cercando. Vediamo un po' che succede. Anche se la fa un po' troppo facile.
Open up.
Who are you and what you want?
Take a look. What do you see?
Yellow eyes, pair of swords, mutated kill me things.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
Heard right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know it. Gotta contribute to the Grave's upkeep.
Don't know the password.
Pay up then.
Oppure mi fai entrare lo stesso? Dubito che tu probabilmente sia resistente alla persuasione, no? Ho anche un segno Axi abbastanza potente. Perché nonostante abbia i soldi col cavolo che pago.
I won't pay. Let me in.
Sì?
Yes, sir.
No. Tipo. Un po'. Se qualcuno
What ails you?
Can't see out of one eye, my lord.
Picked him as rain.
immagino chiuso e immagino che rubare non sia una buona idea
To repay.
nonostante le abbia a disposizione.
Council that spells are not needed on a whim, but positively indispensable.
Won't listen, my lord. They're scared of me.
Look what I found!
Case.
That's a pearly
Please
necklace.
convey that if
Where'd
any
you
of
get
them
it?
should fall
It
ill,
was lying in the
stick his
street.
head in the flames of
Someone
the
took
eternal
it.
fire.
You
Now,
look me
the
straight in the
rest.
eyes and lie, just like your pa.
Onest.
So, how are things?
Good. More and more people come to our secret clinics looking for help.
Menger's hound's not scaring them off anymore.
Ci siamo.
About time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
See you two know each other. See you two know each other well. I was curious whether you'd managed to find me, Witcher.
Am I mistaken, or you got something to take up with me?
Who knows? Man with two swords and the skill to use them could be very useful these days.
Could have sent some underling to fetch me.
Could have, but I admit I wanted to see how you'd manage. See if you're as crafty as you are well crafted. See, Witcher, I've got plans. Big plans. Far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City Council is a puppet troupe with the hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks. They call this place the Putrid Grove, but it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city, because it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural?
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. Because like I see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along.
Non me la racconta giusta questa. Ma vabbè.
What's your arrangement? He using you?
Helping me to survive, actually.
6 months ago, if somebody said Triss Merigold would be working for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago, Triss Merigold parted with someone very dear to her and had to start anew. Hasn't turned out like I imagined. Come on, let me give you a taste of my life.
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever. Damn shame to part.
Don't fret. Bound to be back soon. I take it you're in Novigrad on important business.
Important doesn't do it justice. I'm looking for someone.
Oh, impossible.
She was here. There are witnesses, evidence. Was hoping you'd heard something.
Who might know more?
Una domanda a cui non avremo mai la risposta. Ma non è che non si prosegue.
Hello, Klug. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you. Looked up and spied a trio of temple guards coming the other way.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long stories.
Wait! A sack full of magicalities and they were coming straight towards me. I don't easily frighten, but I felt a cold sweat on my arse, I did. I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the sack in the water. I had to. When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead cat. You shan't believe this, but they believed me.
I need that package, Klug. I've got a contract.
It must be on the canal bed. Luckily, it was heavy enough to sink. I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You expect me to pay you, then dive for my goods into that ice-cold filth?
I can do that. Where'd you toss the package?
Near the crane. Second bridge in from the harbour.
I didn't expect such devotion.
Wanted to freshen up anyway. Let's go.
Stop. Hear that? They've come for us.
The fall didn't break until I began to prick his heels.
Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Pain couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks, nothing. Turned out, he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it. Damn near went mad.
We were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
Take care of yourself, Clue.
Certo che i maghi sono proprio malvisti, eh. Pure qua stanno questi, eh. Aspetta, non me ne libererò mai. Vai, vai, droner.
There's a draft. Should be an exit. Fate wouldn't have sent us here if there wasn't. Must be a lever on this wall that'll open the secret passage. Un passaggio segreto e poi aprire. Direi qua.
Free city of Novigrad. Name actually used to mean something.
The very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Muin. Thought they'd be safe from Radovid's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands on top of a mountain of coin, and winning a war takes three things. Coin, coin, and even more coin. That's why they're exterminating mages, confiscating their property and possessions. And they'll go after non-humans next. The elves occupy slums, but the dwarves practically control... Judging by what Klug said, the parcel should be around here on the bottom. Unless the poor man was mistaken. He's been forgetful ever since Manga interrogated him. Seems to be suffering from a persecution complex, too.
Current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
Va bene. Ho visto una cassa qua giù. Anche se questa pioggia sembra che faccia più scuro. No. Bottiglia vuota, no. Se non diventa rosso vuol dire non è quello che sto cercando, ma se dice che è verso il mare, quindi deve essere per forza da queste parti. Eccolo là, infatti. Sacco di cuore. Ok. Triste dovrebbe essere già salita sopra, quindi... Scherzavo, è ancora giù.
Find the parcel? Or did you get wet for no reason?
Nothing like a refreshing swim in a filthy canal. Found a few fish, a rusty anchor, the carcass of a boat. Oh, and this.
Oh, my package. Hope the contents aren't soaked through. Oh, you're a doll.
Provocare.
Seem to be in your element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Come on, 6 months isn't that long. It's not like I'm senile.
But you do have a history of amnesia.
I've recovered my memory completely.
Good. That should stop people from taking advantage of you.
Someone's been taking advantage of me.
I have, for one.
I've never even intimated.
We need to hurry.
Come sa che alla fine esce qualcos'altro pure con lei. Se tutto va bene. Sì, tutto va bene.
Greetings, sorceress.
Greetings, Brandon.
I didn't expect you to bring company.
Is that a problem?
By the eternal fire, no. I'm surprised, that's all. Together I expect you resolve things twice as fast. You've the look of true experts. But I'd prefer you not to tarry and begin.
Triss, you and Brandon here. You've agreed a price?
We settled on a full coin purse.
Brandon and Co. is a serious outfit. We've the largest granary in all Novigrad.
Pagherai tutto in anticipo, entrare la somma va pagata in anticipo. Vabbè, alla fine è un contratto. Il contratto in generale un Witcher lo riscuote il successo dopo averlo concluso, quindi penso sarebbe sbagliato chiedere tutto in anticipo o anche addirittura una metà. Quindi andiamo un po' sul classico, quindi facciamo direttamente
All
questo.
right then. Let's get to work.
We need to place these crystals around the granary, near anything that looks rat-related. Warehouse job won't wait, you know.
Piazza le trappole del topi nel magazzino. Lascia di guidare dei sensi da Witcher. Quindi seguendo i sensi da Witcher posso mettere le trappole nelle
Looks
zone
like a good
migliori.
spot. I don't like that guy.
Brandon? I don't either. He's much too fat.
Can't help but agree. But no. Notice how he didn't try to haggle?
Must really want the rats out.
Triss, he's a merchant. He makes his living by haggling.
If I worried about that sort of thing, I'd starve to death in this city.
A master monster slayer in the world's largest city. Looking for rat shit. Jeez.
E vabbè. I contratti sono inusuali. Però non si sa mai che cosa possa accadere.
Think I plugged every hole in there.
All right. Get ready for some magic fireworks. Once I activate the incense, we'll head up to top. Well?
Dovrebbe essere il momento giusto, immagino.
Now we wait for them to scurry away.
Interesting method. Never had much luck with rats. Once I hit one with a fork in complete darkness, trying to show off my witcher's senses. Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw it. How could they in the dark?
So, what do you think? Rat catcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound. And...
reconciled?
Knew a man once who reacted to everything, especially adversity, by mocking it.
Healthy attitude. Must have lived long.
Came a day he lost both his legs in battle. He shrugged, said it was better that way. He'd never feel pain in them again.
I understand him perfectly.
I know. Thing is, he was lying to himself.
I think he just didn't have much of a choice.
You could be right, but only he knows the truth.
We're only ever the ones to know the truth about ourselves.
Which we share at times with those we hold dear.
Even if it's hard to swallow?
Even then.
Who knows? Maybe one day. So, tell me how Yen's doing?
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question. How's Yen?
Mal.
Not bad. Asking about anything specific?
Never mind. I got my answer.
No, c'è un po' di gelosia fra le due, quindi ho detto, faccio un po' il vago.
The job's done. Geralt, those are...
I know who they are, Triss.
My friends begged me to notify them if I encountered a mage, sorceress, what have you. Didn't have the heart to refuse.
It's a trap, Geralt.
This stank from the start.
Such a sharp sense of smell. You should have legged it while you had the chance.
I don't generally leg it. Here's what I think you should do. Pay up and march your boys out of here while there's still time.
Don't be ridiculous. I didn't hire a sorceress in order to pay her.
Take my advice, mutant. If it's not your business, stay out of it.
Thanks for the advice, but I can't take it. All right, we've talked. Do what you gotta. Just remember, I can't help but get in your way.
Heard enough from this horse, son.
As have I. Neither is to leave here alive.
Io non penso però.
Bastard hired me on the assumption he wouldn't have to pay me. Treat like a child. If not for you, we need to find Brandon.
Andiamo a prendere il signorino.
Don't kill me. Good sir, no. They forced me. Had I not told them, they'd have set fire to my home, my warehouse. The mage hunters know no mercy. Spare me, good man. Be not like those murderers.
Shut up. I should kill you. Thing is, you'd be no good to anyone but the gulls as a corpse. So you'll live, and pay us double. Now.
Fine. Your coin.
Now, get.
Thanks, Geralt.
Basta la pena. Tranquillo.
No need. Glad I could help.
You know, I've been thinking who might know something about Ciri. And I just got an idea. There's an Oneiromancer in town, Kareem Tilly. Very capable, supposedly.
Never trusted in Dreamer's abilities myself.
Kareem's been very effective. We should at least try. She's taken a job close by. Follow the canal, away from the fish market. The house is near the first bridge. Its owner, Dejon Kier, is a rich banker.
Not coming with me?
I've got some things to take care of.
Another rat-infested warehouse?
Not exactly. Nothing even remotely satisfying. Such are the times.
It was nice to see you again.
You too, Geralt. You should go now. before Kareen goes back into hiding somewhere.
What if I want to find you?
I live in the Bits, near the fish market. Stop by. It'll be nice.
All right. See you later.
Ta-da. E anche la botta sulla rossa è assicurata, forse. Ok, visto che non sono, diciamo, praticamente passato di livello, direi che posso continuare per questa, ancora per la missione principale. Direi di sì. Sì. Sì, 14 livello qui, questo è quello che devo fare a Skerridge, che ancora non posso andare. Sì, posso continuare. Andiamo avanti con la missione principale. C'è ancora un bel po' di tempo. La live, come ho detto, durerà ancora un po' più del previsto. Possiamo continuare. Possiamo fare una pausa al massimo per cena, ma diciamo un po' quanto arrivo a fare. Poi nel caso decido se progredire ulteriormente. Chissà che cosa fa il giro indicatore.
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonkier. Of those de Jonkiers, yes. My ancestors laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest bank.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
I'm looking for Kareen Tilly.
Well, you've come to the right place, then. Kareen is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
Why do you need to know the house's history? You a historian or on a whim?
I bought this property a short while ago. Paid a pretty penny, I might add. Soon after, I witnessed disturbances. Led me to fear the home might be haunted.
What are the symptoms?
Oh, they vary. Giggling in the night. And furniture moving about in the attic. And last week... Well, you shan't believe it. I found human feces in the parlor.
Not interested in what's going on inside? Seeing it for yourself?
I'm a banker. Cursed homes scare me. Do you know how a haunting can affect property value? Point of fact, Kareen requested she not be disturbed.
Quindi praticamente, anche se devo dire posso entrare,
I'd like to
posso
go inside, look around.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. You're a witcher. You may enter, call that my whim.
Va bene.
Truth is, we're already dependent on the black markets, economically.
Vediamo un po'. Vediamo un po' questa infestazione. Sono un Witcher, quindi dovrei poter...
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please. Stop. Go away. Leave it.
Ragazzi, la live riprende tra poco, restate in ascolto. State connessi, ovviamente, sintonizzati o con... Ok, scusate l'attesa, ci ho messo un po' perché ho un po' di questioni personali. La live può riprendere tranquillamente, visto che comunque mi sono assentato un bel po', magari la faccio durare un po' il più possibile, vediamo un po' dove più elevati. Bene, per fatto. Ah, cosiddetto mostro sotto il letto. Come se la fa?
Wake up. It's just a dream. Wake up.
The door. The attic.
Qualcosa sta succedendo. Qualquadra che non cosa.
Time to check the attic.
Stop! Go away! Don't do that. Leave it!
Penso che sia... Ah, è proprio proprio l'indovina a lamentarsi. Però fammi vedere un po' più il piano di sotto se... Ok, vediamo qua se c'è qualcosa. No. Una galleria. Passaggio segreto. Questi sono i resti di quello che è rotto. Sì, sì, il muro è rotto. Vediamo qua che c'è, magari qualcosa di utile. Direi che stiamo continuando. Questo qua se no no, è il muro che ha rotto i resti del muro, quindi niente. Continuiamo. Andiamo a salvare la donna. Era tipo quel piccoletto tipo folletto strano che
Please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
ho incontrato nella palude.
Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
Way to the next room's blocked.
Credo che mi abbia visto chi sono, quindi l'unico modo che ho per passare è fare a pezzi questo muretto. Non credo che alla fine sia cattivo. Infatti. Non mi dà l'impressione che sia cattivo, quindi ci andrò leggero. Avanti, fatti vedere. Disegno di una culla. Fogli di disegno di una culla, a quanto pare di un bambino, ok. Ok, tipo amico immaginario. Ho detto della bambola che è quella là che è evidenziata in rosso.
cradle on the second floor. Wonder what would happen if I laid a doll in it.
Ok, allora riscendiamo.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Dovrebbe essere qui. Vediamo che succede. Ora scommetto che sono chiuso dentro.
Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate. Oh joy. A riddle. Saw an oven in the cellar. Maybe I'll find another clue there.
Vediamo un po' che succede. A meno che non mi faccia girare intorno. Meno male che la casa l'ho vista prima, quindi sta giocando con me.
Did I scare you? Scared you, didn't I? Could tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her wake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer, so I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
You're lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others might not know, and then...
And how'd you know I'm a godling, eh? How's that, eh? Eh?
If it looks like one and acts like one, trust me, you're a godling. You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up. Why are you tormenting her?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big hen chases me. Hen's got these red...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Not one bit. I just pretend it is. Make everyone think that. It was sitting there all empty, so I moved in. Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to live with, so I decided to give him a scare.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to! I don't! I won't!
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. So let's make a deal.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
I'm a witcher. He'll believe me.
Yes? 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 Do that and I promise not to bother your friend. Not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
Now go wake that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up. But your yellow eyes are a bit frightening. Look, mine are pretty.
Vabbè, adesso che sveglia posso parlare con la oniromante. È un po' come una chiaroveggente, solo che questa soglia. Invece di guardare la sfera di cristallo. Torno subito.
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead, I saw furniture. Hungry furniture that wished to devour me. I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream, well, it was all too real. And not at all amusing.
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to work with it. I feel fortunate.
We witchers have our ways.
I thank you very much. The dreams, they were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
All right. See you there.
Ok. Scusate, ma dovrò fare un'altra pausa visto che praticamente si cena insieme alle galline. La live riprende tra poco. Ok, possiamo riprendere. Stavolta è l'ultima pausa, quindi adesso si andrà dritti fin il possibile. Visto che comunque ho fatto già 2 pause, ho detto che dura fino alle 20:30, facciamo fino a quasi le 9. Non dico alle 21 spaccate, ma forse anche 20:45, 20:50, giusto per recuperare qualcosina. Allora, ora andiamo dalla signora.
I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
A bit of both. A demon had captured Corinne. I managed to free her, but the house is still haunted.
Did Corinne dream of the building's past?
Yeah. Pretty horrid, apparently. Though she refused to talk about it. Nobody should inhabit the place.
So many crowns I paid. Oh, well. It shan't put me in the poorhouse. Don't bother me, please.
Mi dispiace, capo, ma alla fine mi dispiaceva cacciare quel poveretto. Giustamente il cavallo appare in Culonia, dall'altra parte. Onesto.
Let's go. Move it.
Ora un po' più veloce così, cerco di recuperare qualcosina. Ok. Finora non ho fatto molte battaglie, giusto quella là con Tris, contro i cacciatori, ma zero, nisba proprio. Vabbè.
Non-human, are you?
Andiamo tranquilli. Ok, dice niente. Un bardo. Niente.
I'm in a rut. I've such a hard time finding inspiration.
Non c'è il ranuncolo? Dove dovrebbe essere? Forse al piano di sotto? Questa è una stanza chiusa.
Hey, Whitey. Why'd your hair go white?
Odd though he is, girls can't seem to look away.
Forse è qui.
Drink all I had.
Direi di no. Questo è rimasto in mutande. Qua non c'è nessuno. Proviamo al piano di sopra. Se c'è un piano di sopra, sì.
No glass tastes as sweet as the first.
Bella stanza qua dentro, eh.
A dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will guide you. You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
I sogni che
Your
rappresentano.
gift. Tell me how it works.
It's hard to describe. To start with, I must gain an understanding of the bond between the person and the object I'm to dream about. I ask questions, try to flesh out feelings, emotions. truth is essential in this. And though most who come to me acknowledge that, many refuse to speak openly of certain matters. Apart from which, they remain unaware of others, further obscuring things.
What do you see in your dreams?
I don't. It's my client who sees. My gift lies in summoning the right dreams. At times, nightmares or strong desires impose themselves on true events. It takes skill to separate seed from chaff.
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Ciri. The woman's name is Ciri.
Vediamo un poco.
I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the Waters of Oblivion, they failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already, I felt bound to her.
By destiny.
By something more.
Thank you. Would you be willing to share another memory?
Beh, meglio, secondo me sì, forse è meglio.
Yes.
No need to rush. We have time.
Voglio farli un po' tutti.
Ciri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. Had no idea what to do with a young girl. So I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her stamina couldn't hurt. I remember her standing on a crumbling wall. A stone came loose. She lost her footing. Caught her at the last possible instant. Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
I see. Do you wish to tell me anything more?
Sì.
Yes, I think
Più
so.
cose dico, più è sincero e dettagliato come vuole questa qua.
It was after her time training at Kaer Morhen. After the moment when Yennefer first called Ciri her daughter. We'd been separated. I knew she was in danger. I dreamt of her multiple times. I found her at Stygga Castle. She'd gone there to free Yen and gotten herself captured in the process. They wanted to hurt her. I remember fighting side by side with Ciri on stairs slippery from blood. It was the first time she ever deflected a crossbow bolt with her sword. Told her never to try it again.
These memories, they're intense. Do you wish to continue?
Sì.
I have more to say.
Then please do.
It was in Rivia. The Second War with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what reason, race riots erupted in the town. I tried to do something, but couldn't stop a riled crowd. A boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right through my gut. Yennefer lay dying as well. Ciri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a place where apple trees bloom eternal. She left us there. That was the last time I saw her.
You claim the woman has abilities. Tell me about them.
Sangue ancestrale. Secondo me dire proprio la verità. Diciamo questo.
I remember Ciri having trouble controlling her abilities. Yennefer tried to teach her to cast simple spells, and Ciri destroyed a shed near the temple where they were. Really upset her, but it was just an old shed. I know it took her a while to gain control, and frankly, I doubt she controls her abilities fully to this day.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
Sì.
Yeah, there's something else.
Ah, quindi devo dirlo. Non so, non vorrei rivelare tutto. Non so se dire proprio tutto, perché secondo me è una cosa che deve rimanere segreta. Forse è per quello che un sacco di gente la va trovando. Quindi direi no, di procedere.
Let's continue, please.
Se è abbastanza,
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax.
Alla fine ho
You must
rivelato un
take
bel
my
po'.
hand and talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If Ciri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot.
Vediamo un po'. Vediamo se funziona. Direi di sì. Stanno scappando.
Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the rosemary and thyme in their will.
The rosemary and thyme? Where's that?
As you enter the city through the red light district, you come upon a bridge. The rosemary is just past it.
Dandelion inherited a brothel?
So I've heard.
Ho capito.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Ciri.
Non me ne faccio sapere, non dirle tutto.
Yes?
Vabbè, saluto tutto, quindi vediamo un po' che altro posso fare. Amanti perdute. Boh, questo lo tolgo. Tanto se non ci sta nessuno a vedermi posso pregarmi qualcosina. Vediamo un po' se qualcuno può vedere. Dimmi che hai. Allora. Un po' da bere, direi. Ma quant'è che ho tutte queste selle? Va bene. Tanto devo andare a questo team rosmarino, questa locanda. Se non vado errato è quella che ha il deposito, quindi potrei togliere qualcosina. Comunque, allora, vediamo un po'. Mi serve un po' di cibo. Però non ne sento proprio il bisogno, perché comunque al cibo sembra che stia a posto. Al massimo prendo solo le birre, solo da bere. Questa e questa. E per il resto dovrei essere a posto. Posso venderti qualcosina? Tentarti? Ok, no. Questo lo posso vendere. Questo lo posso vendere. Ok, vendi. Ok. Ti ringrazio. Ottenevo sta sella migliorata, ma la posso mettere o ho una sella migliore? Ho la sella perfetta, no, posso mettere un'altra sella. Posso mettere la sella da corsa migliorata, sella da corsa migliorata. Ah, molto meglio, no? Continuiamo. Ora andiamo a questo locale di Dandelion. Alla fine Dandelion qua io me lo pensavo fosse un po' più grande, più anziano, non giovane come quello della serie TV Netflix. Forse non dico vecchio, però se la passa bene. Che mi ricordo tipo di quello che ho visto della serie TV di Netflix, che praticamente Ranuncolo, come lo chiamava lì, Dandelion, lo accompagnava durante gli episodi, diceva don un soldo al Witcher o Valle Abbondante, quelle cose là. Ok, ci siamo, Succede qualcosina, signori. Oh! Pure! Onesto.
Gear up in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't going more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
With pleasure.
Con piacere. È ora di fare un po' scazzottate.
Yeah, almost like we never left Bergen.
Uno è andato, l'altro pure. Forza, sparite.
Pleased. That went well. Now we can treat each other like the gods ordained. Ages, pal.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Draining plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You...
It's about Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back? What'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
Dov'è?
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. Not just barely returned, as you saw. Expecting to come home to a hot leg of boar and some cold ale. What do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Haven't a clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote.
Se permetti, visto che... Prima di cominciare, allora devo mettere qualcosina da parte. Ovvero questa da parte, questa da parte e questa da parte. Anche delle armi per quanto riguarda, anche se dovrei vendere, però vabbè. No. Vendo quello che... Armatura per dire redaniano. È un'armatura media più scarsa di quella che ho già da parte, quindi metto qua. Poi questo non serve a niente, metto qua. Poi mi devo ricordare che sta roba è tutta la vendo. Questi stivali medi non sono male. Vabbè, tanto alla fine sta roba non mi serve, quindi posso tenerla nel deposito, poi vedrò che farmi. L'importante è che abbia spazio per il resto. Tipo anche la camicia ormai non mi serve più, quindi ormai l'armatura l'ho fatta. Mi tengo giusto questa qua, magari trovo qualcosa di più decente. Anche le armi, stessa cosa, questa metta da parte, questa metta da parte. Anche se non so male, però metta da parte. Mi serve un chiunque questo, da parte. E è fatta. Ok. Ora sono un po' più, molto più leggero. Fatta
A note from a grateful muse.
Reading someone else's letters.
My visage red and hot. I plunged into purest ecstasy, imbibing its nectar. Your dexterous digits on my soul's yearning chords.
Oh, c'è qualcosina qui.
10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for.
Lo dici? Un libro mastro.
It says planner.
Se buona, se là io non è gente, sta mettendo l'impegno in questa nuova impresa.
Seems Dandelion's taking the tavern business seriously.
If you only knew. Gives it everything. Not seen him this obsessed ever. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late? Here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late. The dog.
Magari.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail. That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... Ah, fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. So, Che?
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
Ok. Vediamo un po' se c'è qualcos'altro che posso osservare.
Annual balladry contest. Silver laurel awarded to Master Dandelion.
Prince Hereward himself did the honors. And the feast afterwards, to celebrate the laureates. Dandelion taught the swine to yodel, and another time.
Nose is too small.
Aye, and the sword's too big. By the by, is that how it's done? Killing a wyvern?
Technique's not quite right, but you gotta admit he's doing it with gusto. The faculty of Oxenford University is honored to grant Julian Alfred Pancratz, Viscount de Letenove, the title of Master of the Seven Liberal Arts.
Keep forgetting he's got that damn fool name.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like Dandelion.
Allora, gente di Dandelion. Rosa Van Art, come una rosa di nel suo rosso, la bella rosa ha visto il suo amore. Sua mano, meglio al nano, una bella vita. A Borgo d'Oro, Molly, anche se la sapevi. Borgo, vicino, villa vicino all'obitorio, oltre il muro, no. Vabbè, praticamente c'è la locazione, le topaie, sartoria di fronte alla concina, ok. Tutto un po' legato a... Uno di loro dovrebbe essere, penso qui, visto che c'è un indicatore, a meno che non mi dica che praticamente o è nascosta o chissà che altro. Visto che non ci sta nessuno che guarda, quasi quasi ne approfitto di fare un po' di rifornimenti. Alla fine per me è tutta roba venne questa qua, vabbè, giusto qualcosina. Non penso che al nano dia fastidio. Poi che altro qua, guarda, robette ci stanno, tutte provviste che più avanti mi saranno utili durante le partite. Ok, qua non c'è nulla, infatti qua si sono fatti proprio l'abitazione, anche se in realtà c'è il punto qua sotto, però a meno che non indica il nano. Ok, qua non si può andare. Possiamo scendere. No, ah no, parla con cosa. Niente, andiamo a parlare con la prima. Cavallo, Rutilia, andiamo. Sono un po' le famose amanti di ranuncolo.
I will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You
Figlio di
pay on
puttana.
time, you get protection. You don't pay.
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Avanti.
This Keeler's got someone else's protection now.
Really? Who's that be?
La mia.
Mine. Offered her a better rate.
All right. So, let's see if you're a good bargain or just cheap shit.
Forza. Za. KO.
Covered in blood, all of it. So much work for naught.
No need to thank me. It was nothing.
Sorry. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful, but everything I had, I just lost.
Don't know if you remember. We've met.
I don't... Wait, I know you. You're that witcher
Buonasera a te,
in the bars when... Well...
When you kicked Dandelion out. Through the balcony. Actually, he's the reason I'm here. Know where he is?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back, saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
Honest.
This woman he was with in the harbor. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Kovir. Ha! Horvir, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Vabbè.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
Capito. È un maledetto, però lo voglio ancora. Onesto, bello! Livello 15. Questo mi aprirà strada a nuove missioni secondarie. Eccellente. Speriamo che anche le altre siano così. Così passo subito al livello 16 pure. Andiamo qua. Dovrà essere qua.
Welcome, welcome. Do come in.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elial.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You Elial?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Elial was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here.
Ah.
Any better?
Ah.
So you're
onesto.
Anyhow. Did you and Dandelion, I mean, how did you two meet? I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
Senza offesa, non lo voglio sapere.
Don't think I want to know what happened next. Oh, stop. He wasn't so drunk as not to figure it out. Besides, men don't interest me. I told him that from the start. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards. Dandelion visit your shop often? I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button rear fixed or a hole patched. When did you last see him? Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk. What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular? Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him. Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself. You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, the goings-on, impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters. Really? What did they spell? Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
Ah. Onesto. Non voglio sapere perché si veste così.
Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you. I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
Me lo ricorderò. Per il resto. Ok, andiamo a parlare con Marabella. Comunque Dandelion, secondo me, è una mente fin troppo aperta.
Stop staring at the kids, you're scaring them.
Come on, Roach.
Andiamo da questa Marabella.
Got my eye on you.
Your bread, your coin, all is shite.
Oh, save me. I'm dying.
Why did that mate have to blow himself up in my house?
The eternal fire will light our way.
Quindi ricapitoliamo. È andato da una prostituta che è praticamente anche una lavandaia. È uscito tutto ubriaco con un travestito. Adesso vediamo che cosa ci aspetta.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside, class is in session.
Vabbè.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out he'll not come after all. Why not? A rat bit him, and he's caught a fever.
Where'd he get bit? It hurt him much.
Vabbè, intanto che
Don't die from rats,
Che
stupid.
aspetta.
Yes, you do. Just the other day I saw a witch hunter come out.
Magari andiamo a dare un'occhiata alla prossima. Vabbè. Ah, ha fatto.
Mum says that if he but catches a cough, he's as good as in the grave. This one's...
Now can we talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems?
No. He perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Ho capito.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
Ok, una maestra non sapeva niente, ho avuto un po' di esperienza. Andiamo alla prossima.
Let's go. Slow now.
Not like that. Draw it out more.
E stai, non fare la schizzinosa. Ok. Borgo d'Oro. La prossima dovrebbe essere qui.
Come on now.
Vediamo un po'. Sono delle guardie. Ok. Spero di non dover combattere. Perché sennò sarebbe un casino qui.
This baronet's Lavallette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Per favore.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa Lavalette, an Imperial General and a Witcher meet. And know each other. Surprising.
Ah, lui.
Yeah, we had an opportunity to, talk when the Emperor summoned me to Vizima.
Had you run afoul of Var Emrys? No. You'd be long dead if that were so. It seems, then, that you share some interests. But I shan't question you out of doors. Will you accept my invitation? Tell me what brings you here.
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Va bene, visto che andiamo nella stessa strada.
Well, if Molly will be there.
On our way, then.
Per me non ci stanno problemi. Sperando che non sia, come dire, una perdita di tempo, ma secondo me ci ha spero di non averci raggirato, ma non credo che ne abbia avuto intenzione. missione più lunga del previsto. Beh, comunque porta esperienza che mi serve per passare di livello. Per me va bene. Quindi praticamente Dandelion finora se l'ha fatta con una prostituta, con un travestito, con una maestra, con una cameriera. Vediamo con che altro.
We've arrived.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Cachir, the champion from Vol.
Grey's a nice color. For horses, too.
My coin's on the Black Stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General. Know anything about the chestnut or the bay?
The chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Retanian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste, difficult to control. And the bay hails from Zericania. Lord de Volte acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zericanians are reputed to have incredible stamina.
Is Molly a horse?
Pardon?
I did come here to see...
Patience, Witcher. She ought to arrive soon. I asked Molly to join us as soon as she was done with her chores. She shouldn't be long now.
All depends what you asked her to do, milady. But I don't really have a choice. I'll wait. Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle. Made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
Ma... va bene, tanto se si deve aspettare, qual è il problema?
Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well said. So, which steed do you choose, Witcher?
Beh... perché no?
Radovid's encamped nearby. Redanian chestnut might want to impress its king.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
Cantarella for me, then. I see no point in delaying this. Let's begin.
Vabbè, vediamo se ho fatto la scelta giusta, ma comunque non credo che mi serva una sella migliore, che quella che ho dovrebbe essere buona, a meno che non è meglio di quella che ho già. Credo che sia un giro lungo. Dobbiamo fare un giro solo o più giri, ma non credo. Bisogna saper sfruttare bene, diciamo, le giuste... la tempra del cavallo, sapendo che comunque non facendolo passare, e ora riacceleriamo sul finale.
What a thrill! A beautiful victory!
Thanks.
For one for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations. That is yours.
Infatti l'avevo già.
Now,
Questa
could I
finirà
talk
nel
to
mio
your
deposito.
chambermaid, milady?
Oh, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find us when you're ready to return to Novigrad. We'd be delighted to join you for the journey.
Va bene.
Another drifter in from Temeria.
Alla fine non motivo di essere in astio. Quindi...
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again!
Facciamo che è il
That's
contrario.
right. Except it's the other way around. I'm always saving him.
Mean to say it weren't Dandelion saved you in Flotsam by severing your noose with an arrow from 100 paces?
What? Dandelion couldn't... Never mind. Any idea where our master archer might be at the moment?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine? But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice
Ha una sorella? Secondo me l'ha proprio girato.
Realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
Tall. Blonde, for starters.
Forse ci
Maybe
siamo.
they've different fathers.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I ask Dandelion when we visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Ok, che altro
Any
sai?
chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Of course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
Vabbè.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait, before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he...
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks.
È un po' ingenuo questo signorino, ma... va bene.
Sick of it all.
Dove sono? Ah. Per salire si sale. Scusa, hai ragione. Non si sale dove salgono i comuni mortali, Lo fa il giro io.
Ah, Geralt, there you are.
Sì.
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad.
I'd say the same.
Possiamo andare? Magari durante il viaggio sarà più, come dire, istruttivo, anche se ormai la live sta per finire, quindi parlo con l'ultima e poi stacco, che ormai l'ho fatto durare anche più del dovuto, visto che comunque sono stato via nella prima pausa più di una mezz'ora e mi è sembrato giusto continuare invece di chiudere alle 20:30 come avevo stabilito all'inizio. Quindi ho fatto un po' più cose. Però non è stata, diciamo, istruttiva. Poi noto che comunque la live sta andando, è andata tutto il tempo, anche se di tanto in tanto sgrana un po' durante il movimento delle scene, in generale anche
And here
durante il
we are.
gioco.
Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
Ok, vediamo se mi può dire qualcos'altro.
Ah, Geralt.
Big changes of...
You've no notion? The Emperor summoned.
You know a lot.
I must.
What's your father got to do with this?
He is close to the Emperor. And knows the opposition. Knows they press for abdication. But, as is known, an empress needs an emperor.
Ho capito.
Farewell.
Ok Rutili, andiamo dall'ultima signora e dopo ci possiamo anche fermare.
Take it easy.
Come faccio a entrare?
Keep your distance.
Vediamo se mi possono dire qualcosa.
What do you want?
Want to see Rosa of Atre?
Oh, mate, if you only knew what I want.
I'm Geralt of Rivia.
Soon as Miss Rosa turns into a striker, I'm sure her papa will send for you. But she's not showing any symptoms yet, so I bet you...
Sicuro proprio? Insistere non credo servirà a qualcosa. Vediamo se fare il giro serve a qualcosa. A parte buttarsi da qui. Non credo che attaccare le guardie sarà una buona idea. Quindi... magari facendo il giro.
Nordling.
I wish you health. Nothing hurts as much as life.
All right.
Deve essere comunque un modo per passare, no?
Frank, we ain't looking for no witcher.
La mappa può indicarmi qualcosina? Pare di no. Che cosa? Ah, accenti. No, sì. Anche se credo si possa passare in qualche modo. Cioè... sì. No, forse un modo c'è. Forse da qui. Non saltare di continuo, per favore. Sto poveraccio.
Interesting.
Mia cara Rosa, se ti può... Vabbè, questo ci servirà secondo me.
You fancy men like me? Whole town's going on about it. So no point playing hard to get, sugar puss.
It's Lady Varatra to you. And I'd advise you to sod off, sugar puss, before I report this to Papa.
Papà. Vediamo un po' se c'è... serve. Allora, qui non c'è nessuno. Vediamo se c'è un modo per entrare da qualche parte. Vediamo, la parte facile ha avuto successo. Qui invece...
Who are you? Why are you here? Answer this instant or I'll summon the guards.
Sorry to sneak in, miss. I'm Geralt, a friend of the bard Dandelion.
Geralt of Rivia? The famed witcher of the ballads?
What are you doing here, vagrant? How'd you get in? I let no one in the front, my lady. I swear it on the great sun.
Not a word. I'll handle this. Hold your tongue, sir. This is Frederick Francis de Bergerac, my new swordplay instructor, correct? Show him to the training room. I shall...
But my lady's a witcher. Said so himself.
Captain, do you truly believe Rosa Artra would train with random clods calling themselves swordmasters?
Honest.
Take him to the training room. Now.
As you say, miss.
Hai capito? Forza, cammina.
Hope you realise what you've got yourself into.
Hope so too.
Miss Rosa's got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword.
Questo è tutto da vedere.
You grab a wooden one. Take care not to hurt the little miss. The ambassador follow me.
Vediamo un po' che succede. Ok, vediamo che sta fa.
Well, Papa would to start with. I'm a...
Beh. So che è giusto andarci così pesante, però vabbè. Oi, oh, va male. Aia. Allora?
Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you?
I'm a witcher.
A witcher? That's splendid. I always wanted to meet a witcher.
Ok. Perché?
What's...
Living on the edge, tracking then facing down beasts, sleeping on...
Try fighting a Zoogle while up to your neck in...
Not one of the high points, I suppose.
Devo chiedere. Ma alla fine...
Before I ask, gotta admit, you do pretty well with this.
Oh, I know. Terrible habit. Can't seem to get rid of it. I'd hope to find... But... Don't you dare try to dazzle me with...
Vabbè.
Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship?
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense.
Vabbè. Senti, non mi far perdere tempo, per favore.
Why bother with 2 swords when you can barely handle one?
How long you gonna make me wait?
Wrapped up, blows. Fight.
Ah,
Damn it!
va bene?
If you're not an instructor, you should.
Perché no?
Can't rightly refuse a request.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna var Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south.
Wait a minute. Mean to say Dandelion mixed you two up?
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the... He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't...
Fate silenzio, per favore.
Quiet.
Ooh, now that's a mentor.
Listen, I just want to know one thing.
Edna might have. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly...
Dandelion act any different lately? Notice anything?
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored. Edna, what? You mean?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us.
Who?
Eccentric old He'd apparently been an important and generous pick.
Bet sophisticated young ladies.
We've picked up a few things.
Wonder how the wars...
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who...
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home. And they say the city's trip.
Emperor continuing to push north.
His confidants must be. But Papa...
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of fighting.
Changing sub... Who, Dandelion?
I believe she's a poetess, or Trebari.
This woman. Not...
I seem to remember him. Makes sense. He referred to her as Calonetta a few times. Bizarre.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this.
Va bene.
Been a pleasure.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Well, can I...
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you live.
How's here tomorrow?
See you then.
Cala.
See you, Master Witcher.
Mi sa che lei non è tanto d'accordo, Però Geralt va bene lo stesso. Sì, va bene. Ok. Non subito. Ok. Ora torno a parlare con Zoltan, vedo un po' che il nano, vedo un po' che ha scoperto e poi stacco la live. Per quanto riguarda la missione principale continueremo nella live di domani. Ricordo sempre, la live di domani si terrà sempre dalle 18 alle 20, normalmente sperando che non ci siano, diciamo, imprevisti o motivazioni a staccare. Niente da dire, ma se ho delle pause in cui ho il bisogno di allontanarmi, allungherò la durata della live per renderla comunque, per non renderla troppo corta. Spero comunque che le live in generale vi stiano piacendo. Mi dispiace che alcune volte a causa del tempo mi è parso di vedere che comunque ha funzionato, quindi comunque si è vista tutta quanta, buona lì. Ok, vado a parlare con Zoltan ed possiamo averla finita a questo giro.
How are you keeping? Monsieur Zoltan, you old bum. What's this?
Allora, chi hai scoperto?
Ah, you're back!
Zoltan, venture to say a mage would have trouble turning that owl into a parrot.
Sure you know me that well? Mark my words, she'll be playing quint with us in no time. But we were to talk about Dandelion. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
Comincia tu.
Tell me what you've got.
A few bruises and a torn double. Otherwise, no much of note. He wasn't staying with any of them. Not seen hiding or hair of him in ages. All I learned was a few...
Io invece...
I think I might have something better.
What are you waiting for? Let's have at it.
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also, thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from Kovir. A Troberitz, apparently, named Calanetta or something like that.
That makes it clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye.
Priscilla.
Must be her.
Who's this Priscilla?
A Troberitz, like you said. Quite popular of late. Picks up Dandelion with a pair of tits and you've got the general idea.
Interesting image. So how'd Dandelion handle meeting his female double?
I think he fell in love.
What can I say? Could be he finally met his match.
She's his match, all right. Maybe more. Laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works with a mummers troupe. Reynard and the Foxen. Whenever they're in town, she performs nightly at the Kingfisher.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of poetry?
Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
Ok, quindi a quanto pare nella live di domani dovremo incontrare proprio Dandelion al femminile, che spero si prospetta essere comunque migliore. Tuttavia ragazzi, la live finisce qui, spero che vi sia piaciuta, grazie a tutti coloro che sono stati con me a questo giro. Come ho detto, domani ce ne sarà un'altra. Dovrei fare questo qua, le pire di notte. Domani ce ne sarà un'altra dalle 18 alle 20, salvo eccezioni in cui mi devo allontanare senza staccare ovviamente la live e altro, nel caso in cui durerà un pochino in più. Ci vediamo domani, ricordi di iscriverti al canale, lasciare un like e attivare la campanellina. Grazie di tutto, alla prossima.